Hi, I'm Andrew Holzman. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I can be reached at 317-457-8668 or Holzman, Holzman 2 at Comcast.net. I'd be happy to hear from you if you want to talk to me. Just call up or email me, and I'll certainly get back with you. I'm using this video to illustrate um, kind of toxic folks in your life, and I'm calling this keeping your toxic relationships fresh. And they are insulters, complainers, underminers, and narcissists. Now that's a little tongue-in-cheek, keeping your toxic relationships fresh, and it was influenced by a book I recently read called How to Be Miserable: 40 Strategies That You'll Already Use by Randy J. Patterson, PhD. One chapter in this book stood out to me, and that was about toxic individuals. So I wanted to give you my own take on that for those who haven't read the book, or just my own take for the heck of it, because it was a fun read. So self-esteem is where we start, which is fragile. For the most of us, it's fragile. And if we have individuals in our life who are difficult and undermining us and toxic in some ways, and we may not even be aware of those individuals because we've grown up in that situation. We've grown up in that family where everyone is conflictual or insulting, then it takes a lot to see how it's affecting us for some. And to get away from that is also a difficult process. So this is just kind of to wake up some of those thoughts. Now, if your self-esteem, if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling overwhelmed, and there are people like this in your life, then it's a good strategy to find ways to either talk with them, confront them, or get away from them. So here are the individuals that will keep your toxic relationships fresh and keep your toxic relationships going if you wish them to be. The first are insulters, and these are the individuals, the folks who make their disappointment in you pretty clear and pretty often, pretty constant. They're the ones who are just disappointed in everything that you do and don't see your strengths. They just highlight your lack of skills, your lack of ability. They highlight the mistakes that you made. They bring them up. They're just finding ways to passive aggressively, or sometimes just aggressively, insult you and keep you down. This can be the parent who just can't say a good word about you. The person who is in your life who just always brings up the mistakes you made, your youthful indiscretions. So insulters, you know who they are. They're the people who are seemingly enjoying finding your misery to highlight. So that's one type of person. The other type who's toxic are the complainers. If you have a complainer in your life, they're a buzzkill. They're the individual who is never happy. It's traffic or the weather or just life situation is problematic and sad and unhappy, and they can visit a foreign country and be in a beautiful location and there's something wrong. They can be in nature, there's something wrong. They can be doing what you hope they would love, there's something wrong. There's always a negative aspect. There's always something that goes wrong. I mean, life is like that. Things will go wrong, and these are individuals who will highlight that and talk about it and vent about that and bring you down. So it's hard to enjoy any kind of situation when you're with people who are complaining all the time. Underminers, they're the individuals who, if you have a dream, if you have a hope, if you're interested in something, a hobby or a focus, if you want to be a writer or an artist or a musician, well, that you won't make any money at that. If you're going to school for being a lawyer or a doctor, oh, you're going to have so much debt. These are the individuals who just find ways to take away your joy in that way by undermining it, by saying there's no hope. And if you give in to listening to underminers, you don't have your dreams fulfilled because you're never going to try anything different. Narcissists. Narcissists are the individuals in your life who don't really see you. All they see is themselves. They want to bask in your light and your glory. They want you to agree with them and love them and take care of them and care about them and hear them, and everything is about them. The joke is the narcissist says, well, I've talked about myself enough. Now, what do you think about me? So it's always about them. And if you're with a narcissist, you can be invisible. You can not care about yourself because this person's not caring about you and you're there to serve them. So that's a short little list of individuals who can destroy or really damage self-esteem. Insulters, people who are insulting you and pointing out your flaws. Complainers, people who are just negative. Underminers, people who are not going to support your dreams. And narcissists, people who don't even see you. If you're around those folks, whether they're family of origin or friends, old friends, or work, bosses, then you're going to have to hide. You're going to have to just be a non-person in some ways. And if you want to be more of a person and be healthier, then you're either going to deal with your feelings about these individuals in your life who make you feel like crap, or you're going to maintain those toxic relationships. Sometimes you have to get away from them, like with family, going away to school, or going away for your job, going out of town. For friends, divesting yourself of those friends and getting new friends, getting into recovery, getting into therapy, and seeing how these individuals are pulling you down. That's, of course, not easy to do, but if you're miserable, it might be worth looking at. So thank you for listening. I'm Andrew Holzman, and I'm reachable at 317-457-8668. That's 317-457-8668, or aholzman2 at comcast.net. Appreciate your time.